Jamal Musiala, one of the big outstanding talents in football today. And watching him at the World Cup was an eye-opener for many people, despite Germany's early exit. But what is it that makes him so good? Well, today we decided to dive into 3 things that you guys can learn from watching Musiala. Let's get it! The first thing that Musiala specializes in is dropping down. Now, he's a player that's often given a pretty free role because he's so good at finding space. And he utilizes this skill by dropping down to receive the ball further back on the pitch. And also by doing so, he helps his team to get out of pressure and then switch the ball from the defensive line to an offensive position. And you can do that pretty easily as well. Now, there are 2 things that are important to do this. First, you need to orientate yourself and look for open spaces. Try to predict where the ball will go and then find an open space to move into. Next, you need a good first touch, so you can turn around and face the opponent's goal instead of your own. That's how you progress things. Now, these 2 things are stuff that you can practice on your own. Specifically, you can practice doing this outside touch that Musiala also does when he receives the ball. It's a really easy way to quickly beat a defender and get out of the intense pressure that you will most likely experience when the opponent realizes that you like to drop down. Secondly, we have La Croqueta. And if you want to truly learn this skill, Musiala is one of the guys to look at, as he's mastered it and uses it a lot, just like Michael Laudrup and Andres Iniesta has done before him. Now, most of you guys probably know how to do it, but nailing it with the speed, the timing, and the precision you need is a completely different ballgame. Now, Musiala doesn't seem to think about doing La Croqueta when he does it. He just instinctively pulls it out of the bag. And to get on his level, you need to know the feel and the rhythm of the Croqueta. It's a pretty simple skill where you move the ball from one foot to the other with the insteps in this very fluid motion. So therefore, the key parts of the skill is the direction of the first touch and the length or speed of the second touch. And to get good at it, you need to practice it, potentially doing it, beating a couple of cones in a drill like this. Now here you put some cones in a line and just do it over and over again. Focus on the fluidity, focus on the speed, focus on the control. And if you do this for 5 to 10 minutes in every practice session, you'll start to do the skill in games automatically as well, because it'll seem like a natural way for you to dribble around obstacles. And who knows, maybe you'll look as stylish as Musiala when you do it. Now, the third and final thing you guys should take note of when you're watching Musiala is his ability to link up with his teammates. And even though Musiala is a very effective dribbler, he still passes the ball more than he dribbles. And you need to do that as well. However, Musiala has a few specific ways of linking up with his teammates. The first way is to pass the ball sideways on his first touch when he's facing his own goal. And in this situation, he will most likely have a player right behind him, and doing a quick 1-2 with his first touch is a great way to beat this immediate pressure without risking possession by turning around. Because he doesn't know what's behind him. You just lay it off to the side or behind him, 1-2, then he's facing the right way. And the second way he links up with his teammates is whenever he's close to the goal. Especially when Musiala attacks from the wing, he likes to play a ball to a player in the middle of the pitch and then attempts to make a run in behind the defensive line so he can receive either a timed or a lob pass from his teammate. And I think that if you try some of these things out on your own, especially if you have trouble linking up with your team, it might add a little bit of that feeling of team synergy. Use your teammates, play each other better instead of just trying to dribble through the entire defense. So those were 3 things that you guys can learn from young baller Jamal Musiala. Honestly, what a guy to watch. Absolute talent. But let me know which player we should take a look at next in the comments down below. And if you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on if you haven't done so already, to join one of the biggest and best football communities here on YouTube. And of course, if you like learning new skills in general, we have a playlist that's full to the brim of them in the bottom right corner. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.